Namo Buddhaya. Children, once again we have joined with the Shraddha TV with the Mirror of Dhamma program to learn the Buddha's teachings and apply the Buddha's teachings to our day-to-day lives and gain happiness and to attain Nibbana by following the Buddha's teachings to escape from suffering. So, first of all, let's go for refuge to Buddha Dhamma Sangha and observe 5 precepts to start the program. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Saṅgaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Dutiyampi Buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Dutiyampi Dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Dutiyampi Saṅgaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Tatiyampi Buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Tatiyampi Dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Tatiyampi Saṅgaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. To observe the 5 precepts, say after me. I observe the precept of abstaining from killing beings. I observe the precept of abstaining from stealing. I observe the precept of abstaining from sexual misconduct. I observe the precept of abstaining from telling lies. I observe the precept of abstaining from taking intoxicating drinks and drugs. I follow these precepts for happiness in this life, for rebirth in heaven, and to realize the 4 noble truths. In this Gautama Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Dear children, let's do a Buddha Vandana, venerate the Buddha before we go for a sermon. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Say after me. My great teacher, Supreme Buddha, beside the river Neranjara, at Buddha Gaya, seated under the Bodhi tree, eradicated all defilements, realized the noble Dhamma without anyone's help, developed great virtue, concentration and wisdom, followed the noble path, understood all words, became an incomparable teacher for taming others, became a great teacher for gods and humans, taught the sublime Dhamma for realization. Sadhu, sadhu. The Buddha became a Bhagava. The Buddha developed all these unique qualities and was unique to have all these qualities. Sadhu, sadhu. Buddho so Bhagava. The Buddha realized the noble Dhamma. Bodhaya Dhammang deseti. Taught the sublime Dhamma to become enlightened. Danto so Bhagava. The Buddha tamed himself. Dhammataya Dhammang deseti. Taught the excellent Dhamma for others to become tame. Santo so Bhagava. The Buddha became calm. The Blessed One calmed his mind. Samataya Dhammang deseti. Reach the excellent Dhamma for others to become calm. Tinno so Bhagava. The Blessed One crossed over samsara. Taranaya dhammang deseti. The Blessed One taught the excellent Dhamma to cross over the floods of samsara. Parinibbuto so bhagava. The Blessed One attained Parinibbana. Parinibbānāya dhammang deseti. Preach the excellent Dhamma for others to attain Mahaparinibbāna. Sadhu, sadhu. My homage to Gautama Buddha. My homage to the noble Dhamma. My homage to the noble Sangha. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo Buddhaya, and my homage to our teacher, Loku Swamin Wahanse. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Children, recently from the past two programs, throughout the past recent programs, we have been learning the Buddha's marks, the special marks, the 32 signs of the Supreme Buddha. So far we have learned about 10 signs of the Supreme Buddha. So today we are going to learn another 6 special signs, the great marks, the marks of the great Buddha. So when we learn these great marks of the Supreme Buddha from the Lakkhana Sutta, we will get the chance to learn how Buddha has done wholesome deeds in past lives, how the Blessed One has done merits in many ways, how Blessed One has helped others in many ways. Some good deeds that Blessed One has done in past lives, we can't even think about them. Such good deeds has not come to our minds as well. We can't even think of such wholesome deeds without the guidance of a teacher. But the Blessed One, without the guidance of a teacher, as a Bodhisattva, cultivated those good deeds in his past lives with the hope of becoming a Buddha. Now we are learning this Lakkhana Sutta for us to learn good ways to do wholesome deeds, many ways, every other way to do good deeds and gain merits to our lives. Because we should understand and remember, children, the life that we are spending is very rare and unpredictable. And there are a lot of disturbance, barriers when we start doing wholesome deeds. It's very easy to do bad deeds, but it's not easy to do good deeds. We need to put a lot of effort to do good deeds. Even to practice generosity, to share our belongings with others, to share something what we have with others, it's not easy as we think. Why? Our mind is blocked by greediness. When our mind is blocked by greediness, when we feel greedy to share something that we have with others, then we are blocked. Then our minds will be blocked from practicing generosity. So even if you try to practice generosity, there are barriers. So your own mind, the own undeveloped mind, can stop you practicing generosity. When someone comes to you asking something, you might get angry. It could be a sibling, it could be a relative, it could be a grandmother, it could be a beggar, it could be a visitor, it could be a relative. So if we can live with a mind without stains of greediness, uh, being living with a generous mind, then how can we ever feel sad when our belongings are requested, when our belongings are shared among others? So, having a mind that is full of generosity with kindness is very difficult to obtain by a person. That's why people are struggling, quarreling, fighting. So, we should try to cultivate these good deeds, because during this life, within this human life, from this rare human life that we have obtained with great difficulties by doing wholesome deeds in past lives with great difficulties, we should try to uplift this life to a higher world after we leave this world. So, death is unpredictable, as you all know. Even in the Supreme Buddha's time, one day when Buddha was passing by a merchant, Blessed One smiled, and then when Blessed One smiles, a white radiance spreads from the Buddha's teeth, and then Venerable Ananda realized that Blessed One has smiled for a reason. Then, when Venerable Ananda asked from the Buddha for the reason for the Blessed One to smile, the Blessed One showed a merchant who was wishing to do business for a year, for 2-3 seasons, as a trader trading clothes. So the trader thought to finish up selling all his clothes and go back home, but then his idea was to stay there for 2-3 seasons, but then that means like 3 sets of 3 months. But then, dear children, Blessed One, from his developed mind, he saw that man could not live more than 7 days. He had only 7 days to live. Luckily, Blessed One saw that man. Luckily, that man was doing some business in a place where Buddha was passing by. Then Venerable Ananda asked the Blessed One, can I go and convince him? Then the Buddha said, if you think that man would listen to you, you can. Then Venerable Ananda went up to that person and said, look, you dear person, you have only another 7 days to live. When that was said by Venerable Ananda, that man, he was convinced. He was not a born Buddhist, but then he trusted Venerable Ananda. Venerable Ananda would have used a technique or a trick to tell him. So then, after hearing that, he was not interested. He was not interested going back home and seeing the family and children. He was interested protecting this life and next life. Then upon the Buddha's permission, he offered dana to the Supreme Buddha for 7 days. And he learned Dhamma from the Supreme Buddha for 7 days. On the last day, he became a stream entrant. And then on the last day, one of his nerves burst and he died. But then he died as a stream entrant. He died as a person who will not be born again more than 7 lives. With maximum of 7 births, he will fulfill the path of the Buddha's teachings without the guidance of a teacher. He will never be born again in ghost worlds or in any bad worlds. So that person was protected like that because of a Buddha. So who knows about our lives? We could die tomorrow, we could die in 10 days or 10 days, but 10 days or 15 days, but we don't know about that. Therefore, children, we should have a good timetable for us to do good deeds. And then when you have a good timetable while you're doing your school work, if you can dedicate your mind time to think the Buddha's teachings and practice loving kindness, think the impermanence nature, think the danger of going in this endless journey of samsara, recollect the death, how death can occur at any time, then even if death happens any time, you are ready. Sometimes the children survive but the parents die. Then the children are neglected. So misfortunes can come to our lives at any time, unpredictable. So the only protection is good deeds. the Buddha's Noble Eightfold Path. So today let's learn another quality, let's learn some signs, some other signs that Supreme Buddha had in his life, special marks. Dear children, the 11th sign is the Blessed One. His calves are like those of an antelope. So, in his previous lives as the Bodhisattva, our teacher, the Supreme Buddha, was a thorough teacher of a profession, a branch of knowledge, conduct or action. While teaching any craft, virtue, science, or any activity, any skill, he had the thought. Now, when he was a teacher in past lives as a Bodhisattva, if he had to teach someone, he had a beautiful thought and a beautiful hope, a good wish. He was always thinking, how might they learn quickly and practice without getting exhausted? So if you become teachers, if you are teaching something to your siblings, to your friends, you should have a good idea, a good hope, thinking like this: how might the people who learn from me learn quickly? If you can have that idea, that wholesome thought, thinking that may the people who are learning from me will learn quickly, then you will teach with loving kindness. Then, since Buddha had that thought in past lives, Blessed One received beautiful calves like those of an antelope. Then if you want to know the shape of antelope, go to the web and see. Go to the internet and search. And because of possessing this great sign, if one leads a lay life, he will become a great religious king. And he will receive each and everything required by a king. But if one becomes a monk, because the destiny of a person who have these 32 signs, either they will become a wheel-turning monarch, a king for the whole world, or else if they become a monk, will become a Samma Sambuddha. So if a person with 32 signs becomes a Samma Sambuddha, as a Buddha, he quickly obtains the things worthy of an ascetic, the factors, supports, requisites, and things benefiting as an ascetic. That means as a monk you need robes. Now see, the Buddha, the Bodhisattva, after he left the palace, before he entered the forest, he was offered robes, alms bowl by a Brahma. A Brahma offered requisites to the Bodhisattva on the last life. Why? What's the reason? Because of past good deeds. By teaching things in a way with the hope of thinking that may they learn quickly. So when you have that hope, you will dedicate your life to teach something to others. You won't get angry when you teach others. See the qualities, children. Then the next quality is the Blessed One had a very smooth skin. In his past lives as the Bodhisattva, our teacher, the Supreme Buddha, our teacher, the Supreme Buddha, approached an ascetic or Brahmin and asked, "Sir, what is skillful and what is unskillful? What is good? What is bad? Then what is blameworthy? What is blameless? And what should be cultivated and what should not be cultivated? Doing what leads to my lasting harm and suffering? Doing what leads to my lasting welfare and happiness?" So our Buddha in past lives went to people and asked, inquired about good and bad. What is good to practice? What will last? What actions will last my happiness? What actions will give me eternal happiness? What actions will lead me to suffer? So now you all are listening to this Mirror of Dhamma program because you also have these qualities now. Be happy, children, because you have these qualities. If not, you won't look at this Dhamma program. You won't take part in this Dhamma program. Some children are watching episodes, the past episodes, whenever they are free. So why? They also have now these great qualities. Then this sign, because of this good karma, just inquiring good deeds and cultivating good deeds, the result is he has delicate skin, the Buddha. So delicate, that dust and dirt don't stick to his body. Now see, dust and dirt won't stick to his body, to the body. So Blessed One had a beautiful body like that, a smooth skin that dust will not stick. The merit is what? Not cosmetics, not special creams or ointment. Finding what is good and bad, inquiring what is good and bad. Now see, if you have this merit, throughout the lifetime you can live without cosmetics. Why? The beauty is obtained through merit. Once a beauty is obtained through merit, why do you have to expect from these things that are very temporary? So then the other benefit that Blessed One gets from this sign is once the Buddha, the Supreme Buddha, once he become a monk, a person who has these 32 signs, once becoming a Buddha, he has great wisdom. Then widespread wisdom, joyful wisdom, then swift wisdom, and then sharp wisdom and penetrating wisdom. So no one is equal to that wisdom. What is wisdom, children? Understanding what is good and bad. Clearly understanding what is good and bad. So Buddha was very capable finding what is good and bad. There's a nice sutta called Dveda Vitaka Sutta. In that, Buddha preaches how to recognize what is good and bad. Then Buddha has preached this Vitaka Santana Sutta to get away from distractive thoughts. 5 ways to get away from distractive thoughts. So now I came up with 2 good suttas. So we will discuss those 2 suttas in future programs. What are the 2 suttas? Vitaka Santana Sutta and Dveda Vitaka Sutta. Then there's a sutta called Anangana Sutta. So it's about, then there's a sutta called Anumana Sutta. In Anumana Sutta, you will learn a lot of defilements. How people think in an evil way. But Blessed One had the wisdom to know what is good and what is bad, and abandon all the defilements, all the bad thoughts with his great wisdom. The Blessed One, after he became a Samma Sambuddha, he wanted to live with the guidance of a teacher. He thought it's not safe to live without a guidance of a teacher. Then he was wandering and he was looking and searching for someone in this world with his developed mind who is greater, who is much more higher to his virtues. Then when the Blessed One was searching in the whole world, he couldn't find anyone who is greater than his great virtues, who is not higher than his great virtue, concentration, and wisdom. Then he thought, there's no one higher to me, there's no one senior to me. So what I should keep as Dhamma is the Dhamma that helped me to become a Buddha. I should keep that Dhamma as my teacher. Now see how our Buddha thought. The Blessed One, after giving so much pain, after practicing so much good deeds, in the last life, the Blessed One gave pain for the body for almost 6 years, and in previous lives, he gave up his life to practice wholesome deeds. Then he thought of others. He dedicated his life to practice wholesome deeds, but finally, he was not intoxicated with his good deeds. He was not proud of the good deeds he have done in the past lives. He understood that it was the good Dhamma that I practiced. It was the good qualities made me a Buddha. And he kept the good qualities, the good solutions to become a Buddha. The way to become a Buddha as the teacher, the path, that is the Buddha's teachings. That's what Buddha realizes. The Buddha's teachings as the teacher and dwelled throughout the life. So see how Buddha was grateful. So that is the 12th sign. Then the Blessed One had a beautiful skin. The 13th sign is golden skin. So he is gold colored and his skin has a golden sheen. So, in his past lives as the Bodhisattva, our teacher, the Supreme Buddha, wasn't angry or bad tempered. Even when heavily criticized, now see, even when heavily criticized, he didn't lose his temper, become annoyed, hostile, or hard hearted, or display annoyance. That means sometimes when they get angry, they show it to others that they are angry. Hate or bitterness. He donated soft and fine mats and blankets. See, a wonderful thing for you all to do now, children. The Bodhisattva, our Buddha in past lives, he donated soft and fine mats and blankets and fine clothes of linen, cotton, silk, and wool. Now something for you to do. To get a golden color skin. A golden skin. Then, as a result of this karma, by not getting angry and by offering smooth clothes, then the result was the Blessed One got a golden color skin. Then, because of that sign, what happened? Blessed One received the Blessed One received extra benefits. What are the extra benefits the Blessed One received because of that sign? Then the Blessed One will receive soft and fine mats and blankets and fine clothes of linen, cotton, silk, and wool. There was one time Buddha was offered, I think, 32 special smooth clothes. That story is Ekasataka. What's the name of that story? Ekasataka. Close to 32 shawls the Blessed One was offered. So Ekasataka had one shawl and then he offered, and then he got another one from Pasenadi Kosala, then he offered that also. So like that he kept on offering shawls to the Supreme Buddha. So they were all silk clothes given by whom? By Pasenadi Kosala. So remember, we have another story to learn in future, that is about the story of Ekasataka. So these are the great qualities, children. So we have learned so far 3 qualities. Then the next great quality, the next great sign is the male organ is placed as if enclosed in a sheath. So in the Blessed One's past lives as a Bodhisattva, reunited long lost and long separated relatives. The Blessed One as a Bodhisattva reunited long lost and long separated relatives, friends, loved ones, and companions. He reunited mother with children and children with mother, father with child and child with father, brother with brother, brother with sister, sister with brother, and sister with sister, bringing them together and rejoicing in unity. So now what's the opposite of making others reunited? So breaking the harmony of others is opposite of uniting others. So what we should do now? Uniting others. So when you unite others, so you get a special merit. So when you unite others, dear children, then our lives will be miserable. It's very difficult for others to break the harmony among our family members. So the Blessed One, by reuniting others, the Blessed One's male organ is placed as if enclosed in a sheath. And then if a person with this great sign becomes a wheel-turning monarch, he will have thousands of sons who are very powerful, who can defeat enemies in the wars. But then once, if a person with these great signs becomes a monk and becomes a Buddha, whom he will obtain? He will obtain great disciples with great effort to defeat the fleet of Mara, and then who can abandon defilements by and with great effort. So as a Buddha, a Blessed One will receive thousands of disciples who can eradicate defilements with great effort. So now see, when you unite others, see the benefits. So a wheel-turning monarch will get powerful suns. So, therefore, children, we should do good deeds like this in our lives to gain merit. So, therefore, today we learn these wonderful signs, and there's one more remaining to conclude the program. There are two signs actually we have prepared. Then the 15th and the 16th signs are he has an equally proportioned body. When standing upright and not bending over, he can touch his knees with either hands. So without bending, the Buddha can touch the knees. So the reason in the past lives, the Blessed One regarded the gathered population equally. He knew what they had in common and what was their own. He knew each person and he knew the distinctions between people. In each case, he made appropriate distinctions between people. This one deserves that and one deserves this. That means if someone is suitable for something, the Blessed One in past lives as the Bodhisattva gave the suitable position for him. Now sometimes the people who are suitable to a particular position is not given. An unsuitable person is kept in that place. A suitable person is neglected. But our Bodhisattva gave the proper place for the proper person. Imagine we are in the school, someone wants to select a teacher or a principal. Then we want to select a headman for the village. Then if it was the Buddha, the Bodhisattva in past life had to do that, he will select the proper person. So when Blessed One did such meritorious deeds, having done such meritorious deeds by the Bodhisattva in past lives, so by doing this special merit, the Blessed One received this good sign. What is that? He has the proportional circumference of a banyan tree. And when standing upright and not bending over, the palms of both hands touch the knees. So, as a result of this great sign, if one leads a lay life, he will become a great religious king, having a huge amount of treasures, great crop resources, and gold and silver. So, that means as a lay person, as a wheel-turning monarch. But if that person becomes a monk, he will become a Buddha. Then once he becomes a Buddha, what happens? He has these kinds of wealth. The Blessed One will have these kinds of wealth. What kind of wealth? The wealth of confidence, the wealth of virtue, wealth of shy to do bad things, wealth of fear to do bad things, wealth of knowledge of Dhamma. Will have a good knowledge in the truth of this world, and also the wealth of generosity, and also a great wealth of wisdom. So by doing all these good deeds, see what you get in return. So there are 7 wealths that a person could receive in life by putting a person in the proper place, and also by following the Noble Eightfold Path, you can finally attain Nibbana. Therefore, children, learning the Buddha's great signs, the signs of a great being, will help you to develop confidence in the Buddha, and also learn how Buddha obtained those great signs, and you also can develop those great signs, and you also can develop those good deeds and realize the Four Noble Truths in this Gautama Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo Buddhaya.
Namo Buddhaya. Dear meritorious Dhamma friends, dear children, as the disciples of Supreme Buddha, now we know to have the real happiness in our lives, we should purify our mind. we should get rid of all the defilements that make our mind impurified. So now we know one of those defilements is anger. So Supreme Buddha says, by practicing loving kindness meditation, we can overcome anger. So if we suffer from anger, then we need to get rid of anger. We should practice loving kindness meditation. And also in another discourse, Supreme Buddha says, if someone practices loving kindness meditation properly, they will get 11 benefits. In that discourse, Supreme Buddha says, if someone practices loving kindness meditation, they sleep well. And also they wake up happily. And they don't see bad dreams. So if we like to have a good sleep, if we don't like to see bad dreams and wake up happily, then we should practice loving kindness meditation. And further, Supreme Buddha says, if someone practices loving kindness meditation, they are pleasant to human beings. They are pleasant to non-human beings. And also, deities protect them. And also, if someone practices loving kindness meditation properly, fire, poison, and weapons do not harm them. So, practicing loving kindness meditation gives us a great protection. And also, if someone practices loving kindness meditation, their mind quickly become concentrated. So if we like to have a very good concentration when we practice meditation, when we practice any meditation, then we should continue the practice of loving kindness meditation. And also, their facial complexion becomes serene. And if someone practices loving kindness meditation, they pass away without an unconfused mind, with the mindfulness. And if someone practices loving kindness meditation, then they are unable to attain arahantship in this life. They will be born in the Brahma world after the death. So those are the 11 benefits we can get by practicing loving kindness meditation. So now we are going to practice loving kindness meditation. As we know, we can practice loving kindness meditation in two ways. Today, we are going to spread the loving kindness towards the directions without a boundary. So first, relax your body and relax your mind. So think, the past is over and future hasn't come yet. There's no point of thinking about our past. And also there is no point of dreaming about our future. Now we are in this present moment. Even this present moment subject to change. So by thinking in that way, we can relax our mind. It helps us to develop the mindfulness. Now think, I am going to practice loving kindness meditation. This meditation is good for me, good for others. This meditation helps me to overcome anger. And I can get a lot of benefits by practicing this meditation. Now slowly close your eyes. Now I'm going to say the words of loving kindness meditation. While listening to my voice, try to say the words in your mind. If it is difficult for you, then keep listening to my voice. May I be free from anger. May I be free from ill will. May I be free from jealousy. May I be free from mental suffering. May I be free from physical suffering. May I live in peace. May I live happily. May I be free from anger. May I be free from ill will. May I be free from jealousy. May I be free from mental suffering. May I be free from physical suffering. May I live in peace. May I live happily. May all beings in the north direction be free from anger. Be free from ill will. Be free from jealousy. Be free from mental suffering. Be free from physical suffering. May they live in peace. May they live happily. Live happily. Live happily. May all beings in the north direction be free from anger. Be free from ill will. Be free from jealousy. Be free from mental suffering. Be free from physical suffering. May they live in peace. May they live happily. May all beings in the northeast direction be free from anger. Be free from ill will. Be free from jealousy. Be free from mental suffering. Be free from physical suffering. May they live in peace. May they live happily. Live happily. Live happily. May all beings in the east direction be free from anger. Be free from ill will. Be free from jealousy. Be free from mental suffering. Be free from physical suffering. May they live in peace. May they live happily. May all beings in the southeast direction be free from anger. Be free from ill will. Be free from jealousy. Be free from mental suffering. Be free from physical suffering. May they live in peace. May they live happily. Live happily. Live happily. May all beings in the southwest direction be free from anger. Be free from ill will. Be free from jealousy. Be free from mental suffering. Be free from physical suffering. May they live in peace. May they live happily. Live happily. Live happily. May all beings in the west direction be free from anger. Be free from ill will. Be free from jealousy. Be free from mental suffering. Be free from physical suffering. May they live in peace. May they live happily. Live happily. Live happily. May all beings in the northwest direction be free from anger. Be free from ill will. Be free from jealousy. Be free from mental suffering. Be free from physical suffering. May they live in peace. May they live happily. Live happily. Live happily. May all beings in the above be free from anger. Be free from ill will. Be free from jealousy. Be free from mental suffering. Be free from physical suffering. May they live in peace. May they live happily. Live happily. Live happily. May all beings in the below be free from anger. Be free from ill will. Be free from jealousy. Be free from mental suffering. Be free from physical suffering. May they live in peace. May they live happily. May they live happily. May they live happily. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Namo Buddhaya, dear children. Now it's the time to share your good deeds. Now you all might be waiting to hear your name. Are you waiting to hear your name or your good deed? If you're expecting to hear your name, then there's no value in those good deeds. Your good deeds will become, the merit will become less powerful, will not become powerful. So you should expect to hear your good deed, not your name. So now I will start reading the good deeds that kids have done. My name is Ganuli and I am 11 years old. I have a brother named Methula. He is 9 years old. We live in Melbourne, Australia. Ever since the virus happened, we have still been able to collect many merits and good deeds. I think the children gain a lot of merit during the coronavirus than before, when they were busy with school work and every other thing. So I think during the coronavirus, the wise people, it was a chance for them to do more good deeds than any other day. So every day we do morning and afternoon Pirit chanting with my family. We offer gilampasa, flowers, candles, incense sticks and foods to the Supreme Buddha every day. We worship our parents every morning and night. We practice loving kindness meditation and breathing meditation. That's very good. So when you practice breathing meditation, don't focus to your stomach, don't force and breathe. Let your lungs to breathe on its own and watch whether you are breathing in or breathing out. We observe the 8 precepts every full moon Poya day. Excellent. When my parents observe 8 precepts, my brother and me offer gilampasa and dana to them. Even though we are in Australia, we call our grandmas, grandparents and see if they are safe and well. Very good. On Vesak full moon day, my parents sent money for the monks to prepare dana during this coronavirus, and also our family donated money for people in Sri Lanka because they are stuck in curfew. so they can buy food. Me and my brother watch the Mirror of Dhamma program every Saturday. We enjoy watching the program. It's like we're actually in the Dhamma school. We listen and reflect on what Swamin Wahanse advised us to do. Very good. For the coming Posan Poya Day, I created an artwork with Arhan Mahinda, brought Buddhism to Sri Lanka and met King Tissa. So we share our merits with our Pingat Loku Swamin Wahanse, Bodhi Dhamma Swamin Wahanse, Mirror of Dhamma Swamin Wahanse, and all the monks and all the other monks, and we all the Swamin Wahanses realize the Four Noble Truths in this Gautama Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So now we will be able to watch what this Ganulidu has done. The next merit is, the next good deed is sent by Metuki Pereira, and I live in Melbourne. All are from Melbourne. Then I am a student of Mahamanava Buddhist Dhamma School in Mount Evin, and I am in grade 6. I started watching Mirror of Dhamma for kids because we no longer go to our Dhamma schools, as all the Swamin Wahanse had gone back to Sri Lanka. I also participate in the Children's Saturday Dhamma discussions via Zoom. During the time I have stayed at home, I made a presentation on loving kindness. Okay, we are going to show that also. This was initially to show at my Dhamma school, but since I can't do that due to this pandemic, I thought to send it to you, Pingat Swamin Wahanse. So let's watch our Puta's beautiful presentation about loving kindness. You can learn a lot from this loving kindness meditation, so take some time and watch this presentation now. So we just watched to a beautiful video that's about loving kindness, the benefits of loving kindness. So may that Buddha be well and happy and realize the Four Noble Truths in this Gautama Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. And now let's listen to Ethmi. I am 10 years old. I live in New York. I really enjoy the Mirror of Dhamma program. So please accept my blessings for you and blessings for Lokasamin Mahansa. Very good. First, my family and I planted vegetables such as okra, chilies, long beans, coriander seeds. I also worship Gautama Buddha every night, light oil lamps and light fragrance sticks. Lastly, I printed the Mahamuna Pali English Paritha chanting book so I can follow along with you during the program. Very good, Puta. Very good, daughter. So I'm happy that you are so interested learning and chanting the Buddha's teachings. So also I have a question. I understand that it is important to follow the 5 precepts. Very good. But what else can we do to become wise? Not even you, dear daughter, even a demon asked the Supreme Buddha a way to become wise. What's the way to become wise? Katansu labate panyang, katansu vindate danang, katansu kitting pappoti, katang mittani gantati, asmaloka parang lokang, katang pechana sochati. What's the meaning of that? How does one gain wisdom? Katansu labate panyang means what? How does one gain wisdom? How does one obtain wealth? How does one achieve fame? How does one win many friends? Katang mittana gantati. Katang mittani gantati. When passing from this world to the next, how does one not sorrow? Asma loka parang lokang katang pechana sochati. So don't you like to know the answers? The answer is Saddhahano arahatang Dhammang nibbana pattiya sussusa labate panyang appamatto vichakano. This is from the Alavaka Sutta. When Arahants teach the Dhamma leading to Nibbana, if one listens to that Dhamma with close attention and confidence and investigates that Dhamma diligently, if you understand and wisely think what this Dhamma is, wisely consider what this Dhamma is, then in this way one wins wisdom. In this way one wins wisdom. So if you like to develop wisdom, what should you do? Learn to the Dhamma that was protected by Arahants, that was taught by the Buddha. Now the monks are teaching this Dhamma to you that was protected by the Arahants. So when you learn and listen to this Dhamma, when you associate Kalyana Mitras again and again, and when you think wisely from the Dhamma that you have learned, then your wisdom will increase. So many merits Ethmi Dua for writing for us and asking these wonderful questions to become wise. My name is Setula and my little sister is Sanuki. I am 9 years old and my little sister is 4 years old. I live in California. And I used to go to the California Mahamyonava Sunday School. We can't go over there anymore since the corona virus happened. I wish I could go there again. We love to listen to Mirror of Dhamma for kids every Friday. My sister and I chant the Ratana Sutra twice a day. We have been chanting it for almost 3 months. Very good. I almost know the whole Pirita. And when I struggle with it, my parents help me. Good children, good parents. And when my little sister wants to chant it with me, I teach her as well. So parents teach the elder son, and then the elder son teaches the younger one. Very good. This is living in harmony. We have a baby brother coming soon. After we chant the Pirit and meditate at night, we go to Amma and place our hands on her stomach and rub her tummy as we chant the Angulimala Pirita 3 times every day. And right before we go to sleep, my sister and I worship our parents. So these little children go to the mother and bless the mother with Angulimala Parita. How amazing these kids are! See these wonderful kids who are 9 years and 4 years. Bless the mother. Bless the child who is going to be born. still not come out from the mother's womb, still in the mother's womb, still they know. Now they know how to bless their little brother who has not seen the world even yet. Imagine when they grow old one day, how will they live? With great wisdom they will live. So I have a question for you as well, Swaminathan. What's the question? After we chant Pirit and meditate, we get merits. And what else do we get? Can you explain it? Well, when you do good deeds, that will be a good practice in your life, so that you will do good deeds in future births as well until you attain Nibbana. That is another main thing that you will achieve. And then you have done what Buddha has said. Then that means you have confidence in the Buddha. And then when you chant Pirit, you get protected by the Devas. Then when you chant Pirit, when you know the meanings of the Parita chantings, you will be recollecting the qualities of the Buddha Dhamma Sangha. Then you are also thinking of the Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha. So that is also like a meditation in another way, thinking the qualities of the Buddha Dhamma Sangha. Then when you meditate, your bad thoughts will be abandoned slowly. Your anger will be eradicated slowly. Your lust will be eradicated slowly. Your sadness, all the other bad thoughts will start eradicating, will start fading away. So, and that will be a good practice. So what else to obtain? And finally, when you keep on practicing these good deeds, that will become a good habit, and it will be easy for you to practice good deeds. And then you will not prolong your endless journey of samsara. You will be able to escape from this endless journey of rebirths, endless journey of being born and dead again and again. You will be able to eradicate this endless journey of births and deaths as soon as possible. At your earliest, when you cultivate wholesome deeds with great effort. So that's the answer for you, Setulaputa and Sanakiduwa. So may you all be well and happy, and may you keep on continuing chanting Angulimala Parita and bless your little brother. So the next good deed is, may all merits go to Venerable Swaminathan of Perth Mahamina Buddhist Monastery, to the Mahasangha around the world, and to the volunteers providing us with the Supreme Dhamma online. The online program is with the help of a lot of volunteers. My name is Netuli Kannangar. I am 13 years old and I am from Perth. So why don't you also volunteer for Colombo Dhamma Friends? So if you like to volunteer for Colombo Dhamma Friends in any way, you can write to us. Since you are 13 years old, you will be suitable. Mahamina Buddhist Monastery in Western Australia. She is from Perth. These past few months, I have been attending online SEAL programs since the lockdown started. I have attended and taken the 8 precepts every month and have taken them mindfully, making sure that I dedicate as much as time as I can to learn a lot of Dhamma. As this Dhamma is very rare, very good. I can't recall any online SEAL program I haven't attended. That means she has been attending to all the online SEAL programs. I participated in the live person program that was held by the Buddhist Kalama Dhamma Friends of Mahamyonava, and the one held by Mahamyonava of Perth last Saturday. The SEAL programs I didn't take SEAL. I supported my parents by making them the juice at night and providing them with anything they needed. I always listen to the morning with monks in the morning podcast and write down what I have learned as a summary, which I refer to whenever I can. So those summaries that you write, you can send to us to her. Then we can share that with other children. So write the summary, write the podcast name, the number of the podcast, and send to us. So the other children who are listening to this program, tell your parents there's a program called Monks in the Morning podcast. You can go to serenkalambu.org website and find for Monks in the Morning podcast. Every day on our way to school, my family and I chant the Mora Pirita, very good, and spreading loving kindness for a whole day. Sunday, I devoted to improve the value of loving kindness. I made sure on this day I didn't get angry and made sure I practiced loving kindness day and night. And after this day, I continued this action for another 2-3 days as I felt blissful at the end of the days. I think few weeks ago I told to practice for 1 day, then practice for 2 days, then increase for 3 days. I think she would have followed those advices. Is it so, Dua? Very good if you followed these advices. In school, now see this good email. In school, whenever at the break period, I make sure that one of my friends has something to eat. She makes sure that every one of my friends has something to eat. Even if they have or do not have food, I give some of my food to them to eat. See the advantage of sharing merit. I know what hunger is. I know I don't want anyone else to feel it. So with loving kindness, every day at school, I give a portion of my food to all my friends. Imagine if everyone in this world is like this. How nice would it be, children? Then she's telling, for the past years, I have been writing my good deeds in a merit book. Every single merit I have done, I record in it, and I refer back to it whenever I can. We even have a Arama Puja, monastery donation, piggy bank, which we put whatever amounts of money we receive. We have already donated one of the 2 piggy banks to the monastery. In the mornings, I offer water and flowers to the Buddha. My sister Tarushi and I also offered candles to the Supreme Buddha and Arahant monks. These are the good deeds I have been doing for the past weeks and months. I hope that by these good deeds, at least one other person becomes a meritorious child. Not only one other child. Everyone who's listening to this email will start practicing good deeds. Dear children, if you like to be grateful to this sister Netuli Kannangara, you can practice what this Akka has done and share good deeds in the next program, and then she will be more happy thinking that sharing her good deeds made other children to do good deeds. So the challenge is take a meditation and practice throughout the day and share something in the school and do good deeds and write a merit book and become good children. So then we have few more emails. This is Sasan Haputantri Puta. So and Savi Haputantri Puta. So they help always their parents, and I meet them always in the Zoom meeting, so I don't have to read this. And they have 2 questions. We'll discuss them in the Zoom meetings. Remind me, Sasan Puta. The next message is the next email. This is Kenuli, a daughter. I hope you and all the other Bantes are doing fine. May everyone overcome sufferings and realize the 4 noble truths. First of all, this doer, before sharing merit, bless the monks. Now I want to share all the merits my family and I have happily done. My father, my beloved grandmother, and my lovely aunt have donated some money to Gilang Bhiksu Hospital. I wish to help as well, but I didn't have any money to donate. So I rejoiced in the good deeds my family has done, and later onwards I shall save some money to do many meritorious deeds. But because of this dangerous situation, I won't be able to collect much money, since I know that money isn't the only thing you can use to do meritorious deeds. I think since she's not going to school, she might not get pocket money, so she can't save now. I shall do many other deeds that will make me and my family happy. See, contentment. You call this contentment, children. And as Abhahansa knows, we observed the 8 precepts and never broken any of them that day. We are planning to do the same every poor day. I am truly happy about it. And I am proud to be born as a Buddhist. May everyone be born as a Buddhist until we attain Nibbana. Let's hope, children. Let us rejoice in the Buddha's teachings in each and every life until we attain Nibbana. That is the good way to think. Bhante, I also have some questions to ask you. In school, we learn that trees and plants are living beings. So can we be born as trees and plants as well? And according to the bad karma, can we be born as carnivorous plants like Venus flytrap and pitcher plant? No, children. It's a living being, but then there's no consciousness, there's no vijnana, and there's no something called accumulation of karma in trees. So just to explain the nature of trees, we call it as a living thing, but then uh, but then uh, they don't accumulate any karma. There's no consciousness, so plants are not considered as what we consider as living, who are like human beings, animals, gods, and demons and hell, and the beings in the hell. So plants are not considered as things, as beings. They are not considered as beings. So if it is a plant, if it is a being, they should have these six sense faculties, a mind. So plants do not have a mind. So my name is Inuka. I am 8 years old. I am Kenuliaki's younger brother. I am Inuka, that means Inuka. May everyone, especially our Venerable Lokasaminasa, stay safe and realize the Four Noble Truths. I would like to share some of the good deeds I have done. So, my sister and I observed 8 precepts. And then, I always tidy up any mess I make and tidy up the house too. And that makes my parents feel happy. Good children. So, my father brings fruits and vegetables for his office friends and gives money to the poor people and charity. So, Inukaputa is also sharing his good deeds, and he is sharing the parents' good deeds as well. Then there's another email. Garu Swamin Wahanse. Very good. Savi Haputandri. I live in Melbourne. So every day I listen to Mirror of Dhamma for kids with my brother Hassan. And when I get up every day before going to school, I listen to one episode from Monks in the Morning podcast. Very good. I love listening to the stories, and it makes me feel happy and calm for the rest of the day. Swami Nansa once told us a stanza from Dhammapada, which I draw in this picture. I am little but slowly collecting merit like a little pot. So we can show that, you can see that beautiful drawing done by Saviputa. Last year I came to Sri Lanka and visited Asapur with my family. I am waiting to come back to Sri Lanka and visit Asapur. I want to share all these merit with Swami Nasa for teaching us Dhamma. So, like that, many children are sharing their good deeds, and Subodha Putta is sharing some beautiful images on the Poya Day, some photos. So we can see the Subodha Putta's beautiful photographs taken during the Poya Day. One thing is special. Before he take food, he does this contemplation on food. He thinks before he consumes food on the Poya Day, he thinks that I'm taking this food not to get intoxicated, not to play, and then not to get overjoyed. So he's consuming food to overcome the hunger, to overcome the existing hunger, to overcome the upcoming hunger, to overcome the hunger that could arise in the future, and to support this spiritual life. So he thinks like that. That's the image, looking at a small paper and eating. So today we shared a lot of good deeds. So may all the children rejoice in these good deeds, and and I too rejoice in all these good deeds, and may all of us realize the Four Noble Truths in this Gautama Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. Children, now we have come to the last section to share merit with all the gods, with our departed relatives, and with our teacher Lokusamin Wahanse, and also with the people who have contributed, made donations for Shraddha TV to run Shraddha TV smoothly, to propagate Dhamma to the whole world. So let us share merit with all the gods. May all the gods rejoice in this merit. So today's program is sponsored by a family from Australia, Melbourne, Nihal Kumar Singh and Chamali Hettiarachi. So they are sponsoring for this program to bless their son Asel Kumar Singh, who celebrates his 16th birthday on 28th May. So the beloved parents of Asel Kumar Singh would like to give the gift of Dhamma, give the gift of Buddha's teachings to the whole world, give the gift of Buddha's teachings to the whole world to share merit with their beloved son. So let us first of all share merit with all the gods. May all the gods rejoice in this merit. May all the Istakami gods rejoice in this merit. And may they protect us, and may they protect Asad Kumar Singh Puta and their parents. And may all the gods protect this world from the coronavirus. And may all the gods realize the Four Noble Truths in this Gautama Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. May all the departed relatives of all of us, may all the departed relatives of Nihal Kumar Singh, Chamani Hettiarachi, and the departed relatives of Asel Kumar Singh Puta, may all the departed relatives of all of us throughout the samsara who have passed away, may they rejoice in this merit, and may they be well and happy, have happiness and escape from suffering as soon as possible. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. And may our teacher Lakusami Nahansa and the monks and nuns of Mahamana Buddhist monasteries rejoice in this merit, and may all the monks and nuns of all over the world rejoice in this merit, be well and happy, have happiness, have long life, and realize the Four Noble Truths in this Gautama Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. And may Nihal Kumar Singh and Chamali Hettiarachi family and Asal Kumar Singh Puta rejoice in this merit. They are the ones who sponsoring for the Mirror of Dhamma program today. So may Asal Kumar Singh Puta be well and happy. His 16th birthday on 28th May. May he have long life, and may he become a disciple of the Supreme Buddha, and may he attain the fruits of the Buddha's path, and may their parents and everyone, may all of us who took part in this Dhamma program rejoice in this merit of sponsoring for a program, and may all of us realize the Four Noble Truths in this Gautama Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. And also may all the dedicated donors, the ones who do monthly donations, the ones who make monthly donations to Shraddha TV, rejoice in this merit, and may they be well and happy. May they also be well and happy, have happiness, and may they realize the Four Noble Truths in this Gautama Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo Buddhaya.
මෙවැනි වටිනා ධර්ම දේශනා නැරඹීමට ශ්‍රද්ධා YouTube චැනලය සබස්ක්‍රයිබ් කර සීනුව ලකුණ ඔබන්න.